Test 1, 2. 12 minutes and 18 seconds until tip-off.
Good evening and welcome to the Cardinal Fieldhouse on the campus of Concordia University, Ann Arbor for another edition of Cardinals basketball. I'm Josh Hackala, and tonight the men will host the Taylor University Trojans. And after starting the season off 2-0, Ricky Yon's Cardinals dropped 3 straight games, one of them on a late 3. They nearly beat the number 1 team in the nation on the road, falling by 3 points. They had a 10-point loss on the road at Goshen College. A couple of shots drop here and there, and the Cardinals have a much different record. But they bounced back last Saturday with a 75-61 win over Siena Heights to kick off WAC play. Manny Dominguez scored a career-high 21 points. Gerald Booker chipped in 20 as the Cards got their conference schedule off to a positive start. Now, as has been the case with Ricky Yon when he arrived 7 years ago, the guards have been the key to their success. Gerald Booker is back to 100%, and it has really shown. He's 5th in the conference in scoring with just over 19 points a game. Senior transfer Greg Alexander has been a huge addition on both ends of the floor, averaging 14 a game. And Manny Dominguez has shown some major signs of a bounce-back season, quadrupling his scoring average from a year ago, just under 13 a game. Tonight, the Cardinals will try to win their second straight, and they're going to need the guards to step up in this one, because Taylor University comes to Ann Arbor for the first time since 2017. They had a very similar start to the season, started out with back-to-back wins, dropped 2 straight home games, each of them by 5 points or less, but they bounced back at the St. Francis tournament in Fort Wayne, Indiana, winning both games by a huge margin. They crushed East West University 110-74 in their second game, and they were tied at the half with West Virginia Tech and outscored them 52-17 in the second half to blow the game open. So this is going to be a small ball matchup. Taylor only has 1 player in their active roster who is taller than 6'6", and he gets some limited minutes. So if you're a fan of guard-heavy basketball, this is the place to be. They have a solid starting 5, and they have the same starting 5 in all 6 games this season. So we'll see if that consistency helps pay off today. They are led by 6'6" sophomore C.J. Pena, who is averaging a double-double with 17 points and just over 11 boards a game. His 11 boards a game, 8th in the nation. He also ranks in the top 15 in field goal percentage. Should be an exciting one, and we'll pause for the playing of our national anthem and come back for the starting lineups.
Let's pray. Father in heaven, you have created each of us to strive for excellence. So may our athletes and coaches glorify you through their best effort today. May each team compete to win without apology and yet engage in this competition with a spirit of sportsmanship and respect for the opposing team. Give each of our players the focus and integrity to play this game in a manner that is pleasing to you. We pray for the safety of these athletes and that you would protect them from serious injury and harm. We pray all of this in the name of Jesus. Amen.
All right, we're coming to you live from the Cardinal Fieldhouse here in Ann Arbor with the Concordia men set to take on the Taylor University Trojans. I'm Josh Hackala, and we welcome all of you watching on the Concordia Cardinals YouTube channel. Let's take a look at the starters for the Trojans, who are led by head coach Josh Andrews, who is in his 7th year in charge of the program. They enter the game with a 4-2 overall record. Start out with their same starting 5 they've had all season. Starting with Ryan Robinson, a 5'10 senior from Hamilton, Ohio. Mason Degelkolb with a 6'1 senior from Tipton, Indiana. Jason Hubbard, a 6'5 sophomore from Miamisburg, Ohio. James McLeod, a 6'5 junior from Lawrence, Indiana. And C.J. Pena, the leading scorer and leading rebounder for this team, a 6'6 sophomore from Pickerington, Ohio. For the Cardinals, with seventh-year head coach Ricky Yon, they entered tonight's game 3-3 overall. They will start out with the same lineup they had in the last game, with Manny Dominguez, the 6'1 redshirt senior from Groveland, Florida. Greg Alexander, the 6'3 senior from Middle River, Maryland. He had 16 points in that win over Siena Heights. He's had double figures in 5 of his last 6 games. Gerald Booker, the 6'1 redshirt senior from Walled Lake. He had 20 points in that win over Siena Heights. Jordan Winowicki gets his second straight start, the 6'5 sophomore from Fraser, Michigan. And Paul Zisk, the 6'9 senior from Somerset, Michigan. Could have a bit of an advantage for him. Nobody with his size. He's got 3 inches over their tallest players, so we'll see if they get him some touches in the post here today. Taylor leads the all-time series 3-1. The last time they played was in 2017 right here on this floor, and Taylor, ranked 24th in the country at the time, beat the Cardinals 75-68. Just 3 players on the Cardinals roster were in that game: Manny Dominguez, Paul Zisk, and Austin Harless. Conversely, only 4 players for Taylor played against the Cardinals in that game. Cardinals wearing their home whites. Taylor wearing purple with gold trim. There's McLeod backing in on Zisk. McLeod gets it back. Baseline jumper, no good. Tapped back up. Offensive rebound by Hubbard and the putback. There's Alexander over to Booker. Dominguez into the lane, finds Zisk for an easy 2. Nice assist. Nice to see the bounce back game for Manny Dominguez. At double figures his first 2 games, and then just single digit performances in the next 3, and came with a career high 21 points against Siena Heights. A reverse layup off the mark, another near offensive rebound off the hand of Jason Hubbard. That'll be Cardinals basketball. Hubbard had 20 points and 12 rebounds against West Virginia Tech, had a double-double also against East-West, 23 and 10. Alexander spins in the lane, finds Zisk at the free throw line, knocks it down. Paul Zisk, back-to-back buckets. Cardinals off to a good start. Ryan Robinson gets it back. Gets a screen from Pena. Degenkolb sends it back out. 5 to shoot. Robinson drives, goes right under the rim. Hubbard is there, tried to tip it back up. Offensive rebound, another second chance here for Taylor. Robinson resets for the Trojans. He's going to send it deep, rattles out. Another offensive board, another putback. That one by Pena. And we're tied at 4. Booker kicks out. Winowicki, 3. No good. Tapped out. Pena with the rebound. Robinson gets a screen, floats one up. Rebound, Alexander. Cardinals off and running. Booker, gets tripped up on his way there. He's going to call a foul on Degenkolb. Dominguez gets it into Alexander. Down low to Zisk. Backs in. Right hand. Good. Paul Zisk, 3 for 3. He's got all the Cardinals points. I asked Coach Ricky on, are we going to see a lot of touches from Paul? He's got the size advantage, and I think he didn't confirm or deny it, but I think it was definitely in the game plan. Off the high glass, no good. Rebound, Zisk. Dominguez goes right by, but has that ball swatted away. Robinson hit the floor. Cardinals will get it with 23 on the shot clock. Back to Booker on the wing. Step back. No good. Hubbard pulls it down. Taylor's not a very deep team, so this could be a shot on the wing. Rebound by Dominguez. Up the floor, Booker. He's got Alexander in front of him. Gets it to him. Left hand blocked off the backboard. And nice find by Zisk to Booker for 2. Paul Zisk with 6 points, a rebound, and an assist. Busy first 4 minutes for the big man. 8-4 lead and a timeout. So as I was mentioning, Taylor's a very talented starting 5, and those 5 players, they play a lot of minutes. Could see the Cardinals attack the basket a little bit, try to get them into some foul trouble. Right now, they're knocking down their shots here in the early going. 4 of 7. They've held Taylor to 2 of 10 from the field. And here's a good stat so far. 3 out of the 4 baskets for the Cardinals have been assisted. One of the keys to nobody has had a turnover yet, but a big key to their win over Siena Heights, a +11 turnover margin. And there's a steal and miscommunication there. And there's the first turnover. Booker. They left him open at the top of the key. Missed it. Pena pulls it down. Robinson. Now they go down low for Pena. Knocked away. Good defense by Alexander. Going to bring Jeff Clayton, the freshman from Indianapolis, off the bench to give Pena a breather. Ten to shoot for Taylor. Robinson gains the lane, blocked by Zisk. Oh, did he touch the line? Yes, he did. Taylor ball. Paul Zisk on his first block. He is currently 6th in the country in blocks at 2.5. There's a 3-pointer on the wing, and it's down. And it's a 1-point game here at the Fieldhouse. Cardinals not wasting any time. Oh, Manny gets free. Baseline, it's good. Dominguez on the board. Cardinals up by 3. There's Hubbard. Hubbard backs in on Booker. Gets to the basket. Draws the foul. He'll go to the free throw line. Hubbard, a 76% free throw shooter on the season. Tied for the 4th best on the team at just under 12 points a game. Their 2nd best rebounder and leads the team in steals. Casanda checks into the game. Zisk will have a seat. It was Booker that picked up that foul, his first. Casanda in the ball game. Alexander, Winowicki, Dominguez, and Booker. Casanda over to Booker. Dominguez lost the ball. Was it touched? Yep, off a Trojan. 11 to shoot for the Cardinals. Casanda, the sophomore from Lawrenceville, Georgia, in the ballgame. He'll try to get it in. Just barely did. Dominguez. Left hand off the glass, no, and then Winowicki had his shot blocked. And that is a shot clock violation. Winowicki fighting to get that ball up. Unable to hit the rim, so now Taylor with a chance to take the lead. Tyler Black is still not quite 100%. We will see him tonight, I'm told, that missed a couple of games, and there is a triple from Mason Degenkolb. Taylor with the 2-point lead. Dominguez answers on the other end. First three-pointer of the game for the Cardinals. They get the lead right back. A little pressure from Concordia. Vincent Miranda is in the ball game for Taylor. There's Clayton with the high arcing jumper off the glass, no good. Three-pointer from Degenkolb, no. Degenkolb had a good look at it. Dominguez out to Casanda, he kicks. Three-pointer off the front rim. And nice play by Dominguez to knock it away, but unable to complete the steal. Taylor goes down low. All the way back out. Degenkolb. Clayton with 8 to shoot, and he walked. Ryan Robinson and C.J. Pena back in the ball game. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 22, Matt Lockhart. Had 4 points and a career-high 3 blocks coming off the bench against Siena Heights. It's a 6'3" sophomore from Fraser, Michigan. Also, Austin Harless into the ball game, the 6'2" junior from Holly, Michigan. Harless in limited action, though, shooting in the 80s for the season. Some nice early season numbers there. Also Colton Ritzma in the ball game. And Austin Harless turned it over. So just one starter out there on the floor, Greg Alexander, who leads the team in minutes. About 32 minutes a game. Doesn't spend a lot of time on the bench. And a reach-in foul on Harless. So a turnover on one end and a foul on the other. So Harless shooting 11 for 13 from the field on the season, 5 of 6 from 3. One of their best spot-up shooters. Looking to get some more offense out of him in his junior season. Pena draws 3 defenders. Can Taylor find the open man? They don't. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer rattles off the backboard around the rim, and here come the Cardinals. Up the floor, Lockhart, pump fake. Alexander, 3, down. His first bucket, and the Cardinals lead is 4. Oh, Robinson lost the ball and traveled. An unforced turnover there, their third of the half. Degenkolb back in the ball game for Taylor. Alexander 12 to shoot. Here's Casanda. Uses his quickness, gets to the rack and finishes. Bernard Casanda. Attacking the basket. Six-point lead for the Cardinals. 11 minutes to go, first half. Down low to Pena. Boy, a switch by Harless, and he's unable to get there. Triple for Miranda. He's their best three-point shooter at 37%. Alexander goes down low to Ritzma. Lockhart, three, contested three. I don't think he got a piece of it, but had a hand in his face. And a pretty clean first 10 minutes or so. Just three fouls between each team. Pena backing in. Finds McLeod, and he knocks that down. Cuts the lead to 1. McLeod's first bucket of the game. Harless with it. Ritzma, that's a deep 2, and he hit it. Oh, 3. Thought he might have had a foot on the line there, but referee had a better look at it than I did. Colton Ritzma with a rare 3. In fact, that's his second three-pointer of his career, and there's a steal by Lockhart. Oh, and nearly, and then a nice hustle play by Taylor to keep the ball. They end up with a 3, and they hit it. Miranda again. Couple of threes for Miranda, and is back to a 1-point game. Alexander gets into the lane, and they tied him up. And that's going to be Cardinal basketball. Ritzma will check out, and Zisk will come back in, and Tyler Black makes his first appearance. The 6-foot junior from Grand Rapids. And just a couple points coming off the bench. Hadn't played in the previous 2 games, just coming off that injury. And Coach said he'll get some minutes tonight. More than he did in the Siena Heights game, which was not very many. Zisk has it knocked away. Steal by Taylor. They're off and running. Degenkolb. Cross court to Robinson. Three-pointer is down, and Taylor has the 2-point lead. Harless drives into the lane. Looks like he took too many steps. So a couple of turnovers for Austin Harless here, and Black, little trap on the sideline. And there's a throwaway. Booker, he's got it. He's got Zisk in front. He's gonna hand off to him, throw it down. Paul Zisk with the flush, and we're tied. Degenkolb blocked by both players, but one of them got him on the arm, maybe even both of them. See what they call it on. Paul Zisk gets called for the foul, his first. Degenkolb at the free throw line, shooting 89% on the season. Degenkolb had a team-high 22 points against West Virginia Tech, at 15 and 4 assists in the game against East-West. He's their second leading scorer at 16 a game. It's the second free throw, and it's a 2-point lead for the Trojans. Dominguez replaced Harless. Winowicki back in the ball game. Dominguez gets in, kicks out. Not a good pass, had to start over. Booker, a deep 3, no good. ball knocked away and stolen by Dominguez. Dominguez averaging a steal and a half a game. Second best on the team. Zisk trying to post up. They deny him. Here's Winowicki. He gets it down to Zisk. Gonna back in. Oh, did he take an extra step? Yes, he did. Jason Hubbard back in the ball game for Taylor. Replaces Vincent Miranda. A couple of three-pointers to help Taylor get this 2-point lead. Pena drives, goes right into Zisk and lost the ball. Winowicki on the right, gets it to him, lays it up and in. Jordan Winowicki, his first bucket, ties the game at 25. Six points off of turnovers for the Cardinals. Hubbard fighting, and he traveled. Sixth turnover of the half for Taylor. I was talking about assists and how I'd like to see a few more assists for this Cardinal team. 8 of their 10 field goals have been assisted. That is the same amount they had the entire Siena Heights game. There's Black off the high glass and good. Cardinals get the lead back. Taylor likes to run just like the Cardinals do. They score a lot of points, and there's CJ Pena with the triple. We could have a bit of a shootout here. Black open three, wing, no good. Taylor comes away with it. Hubbard goes right into Zisk. Well, Zisk getting called for his second personal. 4 team fouls. Hubbard will go to the free throw line. 4 points, 3 rebounds. 3 for 3 from the free throw line today. Miranda checks in, and McLeod will have a seat for Taylor. Zisk will check out with his 2 fouls. He's replaced by Alexander. Alexander for 3. No good, tapped out, and Trojans on the floor, and now here's Hubbard with it. Hubbard gets to the lane, missed it. Dominguez gonna take it all the way, coast to coast, and he's gonna go to the line. Foul on Miranda. I'll put Manny Dominguez at the free throw line, shooting 69% from the line this early season. Not a player that gets to the line all that often. In that game against Siena Heights, he went 5 for 6 from the free throw line. You're thinking, 5 or 6, that seems like a normal day at the office, but it's actually a career high free throws made in a game for him. He's never had more than 33 attempts in a season. Hits both free throws, and the Cardinals trim the lead down to 1. 5:35 to go. We got a timeout for the Cardinals. Taylor leads 30-29. Let's take a look at the numbers here as the Cardinals shooting 55% from the field. Taylor 39%. 3-pointers, 3 of 9 for the Cardinals, 6 of 10 for Taylor. That's what's keeping them in the game right there, shooting 60% from beyond the arc. Free throws, neither team has missed. 2 of 2 for the Cardinals, 6 of 6 for Taylor. Taylor is winning the rebounding battle, 14-10, and another key number, 6-2 on the offensive glass. Cardinals lead in assists, 9-5, steals, 3-1. They have forced more turnovers, 6-5, and blocks, 2-1. Points in the paint, 16-4 in favor of the Cardinals. Each team with 6 points off of turnovers, and second chance points, 7-0 in favor of the Trojans. Another way they've kept themselves in the game. If you want to keep yourself in the game, give yourself some second chance points when you're shooting 39% from the field. For the Cardinals, Paul Zisk leading all Cardinals with 8 points. 7 points for Manny Dominguez. Jordan Winowicki, a couple of points, 3 rebounds. Degenkolb, 8 points to lead the Taylor Trojans. Cardinals come out with Booker, Alexander, Dominguez, Winowicki, and Black. Robinson. It's down low to Hubbard. Right hand off glass. Robinson, Degenkolb, Miranda, Hubbard, and Pena out there on the floor, and we got a foul on the way to the basket. That's on Hubbard. His first, team's third. Alexander, nice pass inside to Winowicki for 2. Getting his second start of the season. Winowicki's got 4 points and 3 boards. Go down low, knocked away by Winowicki. Alexander takes it to the rack, left hand, missed the layup. Taylor in transition. Degenkolb somehow got that out of there. Wasn't pretty, but effective. Down low to Hubbard. Hubbard lost his man. Alexander came over to help, and there's a foul. Dominguez called for the foul. 5th team foul for the Cardinals. I'll put Hubbard at the line once again. One notable number, Hubbard averaging just under 4 fouls a game, which is 9th in the country. So it's a player they want to try to keep out on the floor. Right now he's got 1 foul. Comes his second free throw attempt. Knocks it down, a 3-point lead for Taylor, and they've got, and they forced the turnover and the full court press. Cardinals weren't ready for it. 6 turnovers for the Cardinals here in the first half. Taylor with a 3-point lead and the ball. Trouble getting it in now. They get it all the way back to Degenkolb. Tom Hronis in the ball game for the Cardinals. He's guarding Degenkolb, and he gets right by him. Winowicki fakes the shot, hands off to Alexander. He gets to the rack, goes in with the right hand, off glass, no good. Rebound, Hubbard. Couple shots from in close for Alexander haven't fallen. And Miranda gets fouled and will hit it and will go to the line for a chance at a 4-point play. Dominguez called for his second. It's going to put Vincent Miranda at the free throw line, the 6'1" junior from Napanee, Indiana. Last time they played, he had 10 points and 5 rebounds. And it is a 9-point lead for the Trojans. Booker has it. Finds Hronis on the wing. He is not afraid to shoot when he comes into games. Back out to Booker. Booker goes baseline. Alexander. And an offensive foul on Alexander, his first. That was screened from the official there. I thought that was maybe a travel, but so a 9-point game. Cardinals need to stop here. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the first half. It's all the way out. Dagenkolb to the rack, and now it's a double-digit lead for Taylor. Cardinals need an answer. Hronis going to the lane, off the back iron. Dagenkolb again for three, and that's going to be, I thought coach was going to go with the timeout route. He is going to stick with this team. 2.5 to go. Down low, Winowicki, right hand, got it to go, and he'll go to the line. Winowicki will go to the free throw line.
For the Trojans, number 13, Ryan Robinson, and for the Cardinals, number 22, Matt Lockhart. Shooting one at the line for the Cardinals, number
Lockhart comes into the game for the Cardinals. Hronis checks out. Drops it. 3-point play for Jordan Winowicki. Pretty good first half. Inside right, left hand, no good for Hubbard. Cardinals push it. Booker. Slowed up, out to Winowicki. Open three. Yes! Jordan Winowicki, 9 points. Sophomore from Fraser. Having a heck of a first half here. Down to an 8-point game. There is C.J. Pena. Shot off the front rim, gets his own rebound somehow. That is why he is one of the nation's leaders in rebounds. And a traveling call on Hubbard. So the Cardinals will get it back. They have turned things around here at the end of the first half. See if they can get another positive possession. Booker gets to the rack, lays it up, and lays it in. Booker's got 4 points and 3 assists. The lead is down to 6. Exactly the kind of response you wanted at the end of the first half. Pena backs in on Winowicki, runs into Booker, and he does a nice job there. The offhand. Winowicki for three. No good. Could get a quick shot here from Taylor. And they do. Robinson, no good. Offensive rebound by Taylor, and we got a jump ball. That's going to stay with Taylor. Miranda checks in for Taylor. .40 seconds to go. Robinson inbounds. Dagenkolb. Miranda for three. Fight for the rebound. It has been messy going for those boards tonight. Shot clock and the game clock just about the same. And they're going to hold for the last shot. Trailing by 8. Manny Dominguez out there with Booker, Winowicki, Alexander, and Lockhart. Down to 10. Gets a screen, Lockhart fakes, comes back, nice jumper, hits it. Matt Lockhart, that is a nice looking shot from Lockhart. Some great confidence that we've seen from Matt Lockhart this year coming out in his sophomore season. You know, you always see freshmen out there, they're still learning the game, still getting that playing time, and he has really stepped in this year. He's become an important player off the bench. Coach thinks he could be one of their best 6 men coming off the bench this year. He has been showing that, putting up some numbers. Let's take a look at some of the numbers here as the Cardinals go into the halftime break, trailing 47-41 here at the Fieldhouse. A nice comeback there, trailing by as many as 15. Let's get those numbers updated and we'll pass them along. And there they are. Cardinals shooting 55% from the field. Taylor, 44%. Three-pointers, 4 of 11, 36% for Concordia, 8 of 14. That's 57% for Taylor. Free throws, both teams still perfect from the free throw line. 3 of 3 for the Cardinals, 9 of 9 for Taylor. Rebounds has been a big issue for this Cardinal team. Taylor out-rebounding them 21-12, 9-2 on the offensive glass. That has led to 9 second-chance points for Taylor. Cardinals have not a single second-chance point. Cardinals lead in assists 11-8, steals 4-1, turnovers forced 8-7, blocks 2-1. Bench scoring, as I mentioned, Taylor, a relatively short bench, but they have gotten a lot of production out of them. 25-9 is the edge. Points in the paint, Cardinals lead at 22-10. Points off turnovers, each team with 8. Jordan Winowicki leading the Cardinals in scoring and rebounding. 10 points, 3 rebounds. Paul Zisk, 8 points, but he had to sit out a good chunk of the first half there with 2 early fouls. 7 points for Manny Dominguez to go along with a couple of rebounds. Got 3 points for Greg Alexander to go along with 3 assists. Gerald Booker, 4 points and 3 assists. On the other side, 3 players in double figures. Degan Cobb, 15 points. Jason Hubbard, 10 points, 6 rebounds, couple of assists. 10 points for Vincent Miranda coming off the bench. CJ Pena, their leading rebounder, 7 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists for him. So we'll take a break and we'll come back for the second half. Cardinals trail Taylor 47-41. Stay tight, we'll be right back. So what do you win? Tuition if you hit the half-court shot? You win tuition if you get a half-court shot? That's close. An autographed Bible. All right, welcome back to the Cardinal Fieldhouse here on the campus of Concordia University, Ann Arbor, where the Concordia men are getting ready to start the second half against the Taylor Trojans in non-conference action. Josh Hackala here with you. 47-41 is the score, and the Cardinals shooting pretty well, but three-point shooting by Taylor and rebounding has kept them in this game. Out-rebounding the Cardinals 21-12, second chance points 9-0. 30 seconds to go before we get underway. We'll see what the Cardinals come out with. Jordan Winowicki leading the Cardinals in scoring 10 points, 3 rebounds, approaching a career high for him, the sophomore. That career high coming last year in the regular season finale against Siena Heights, where he got to play against his brother, Josh. And it was a pretty entertaining Winowicki battle. The two brothers going at it, and what was probably a very special season finale for both teams. He scored 13 points that day, back on February 13th. Cardinals break the huddle with Paul Zisk, Greg Alexander, Gerald Booker, Manny Dominguez, and Jordan Winowicki. They're starting 5 today. We'll start the second half. Same starting 5 for Taylor: Robinson, Degenkolb, Hubbard, McLeod, and Pena. Dominguez brings it up. The Cardinals trail by 6 with the ball, and their home whites. They go down low to Zisk, who had a really hot start to the game. He goes and he nearly had a good start to the second half. He had 8 points, all very early buckets, but picked up 2 early fouls as Pena gets to the rack, lays it up and in. And Alexander has it on the wing. Dominguez tries to get into the lane, gets it to Alexander. He gets into the lane, goes to the basket, draws the contact. It's going to be Degenkolb, call for his second. So Degenkolb with 2 and Miranda with 2 for the Cardinals. Dominguez and Zisk each with 2 fouls. Those are the only foul issues for either team heading into the second half. Winowicki for 3. Off the front rim, rebounded by Hubbard. Robinson, and they're going to call a foul on Winowicki. So it was a pretty clean first half that was played. Very few fouls. Had a couple of fouls here in the first minute. Robinson. He's got McLeod down low. They feed it to him. Guarded by Zisk. Degenkolb. Got 2 players around him. They find McLeod on the baseline. That jumper's short. Dominguez goes right into Robinson. Couldn't finish. Couldn't draw the foul either. I think that was the goal. Down low, Pena with an easy 2. Cardinals lost their man there, and that is back-to-back buckets and now a 10-point lead, a full timeout for Concordia in the first 2 minutes of this second half. Coach Ricky on, not happy with the way they started out that second half. On the other side, the women, they fell to Siena Heights last Saturday, 66-64, a disappointing result there. They had won 3 in a row Thought that might have been number 4. Tristan Williams had a team high 16 points, 10 rebounds, her first double-double. Both teams will play next Saturday, or this Saturday, I should say, on the road against Lawrence Tech in a doubleheader before coming back home on Tuesday before Thanksgiving. They will host a doubleheader with U of M Dearborn. Well, backcourt pressure coming for Taylor. And they break the press. We got Zisk gets the buck and throws it down. Nice pass by Booker. They broke the press easily. That's exactly what they needed. And there's a throwaway. Robinson threw a fastball behind McLeod. Exactly what you wanted. A nice dunk for Paul Zisk, and then an unforced turnover. See if the Cardinals can capitalize. Dominguez tried to get it into Zisk, forced it, and they got a loose ball on the floor. Degenkolb comes away with it. Robinson on the wing. Off the back iron, long rebound comes right back to him. Degenkolb. That one's short. And we got to fight for the ball. Cardinal ball, it went off of Pena. Booker drives baseline, goes reverse as it's swatted by Hubbard. .19 on the shot clock. Cardinals will inbound. They get it into Alexander. He drives, lays it up and in. Alexander's got 5 along with 3 assists. Cardinals cut the lead down to 6, where we started this half. Pena, one-on-one with Zisk. Got around the block, tapped out. That's Cardinal basketball. Good defense there by Paul Zisk. Zisk had 2 blocks in the first half. Zisk is actually creeping up the all-time blocks list for Concordia. He is, with his 2 tonight, he's got 68. He needs 14 more to tie Connor Fee for 4th all-time in Concordia history. Booker drives, floats, and a loose ball foul, and who's it on? It is on Hubbard. I mentioned he averages about 4 fouls a game. And Hubbard picks up his 3rd personal foul, 3rd team foul. And he has been a force for this Taylor team. 10.7 boards, couple of assists. I would not mind seeing him on the bench. Down low to Zisk. Alexander, 3, no good. Cardinals have cooled off from 3, 4 of 13 from beyond the arc. Miranda drives, kicks to McLeod. Pena for 3, banked it and missed it. You can sense a little bit of momentum for the Cardinals. Winowicki, 3. Oh, he missed everything. Degenkolb can come into the game. Hubbard will have a seat with his 3 personal fouls. So it's Robinson, McLeod, Pena, Degenkolb, and Miranda out there. 4 players in double figures. Or 3 players in double figures, I should say. Pena, guarded by Dominguez. And he's going to take it all the way in. A bit of size mismatch there. These two teams size up pretty well. Alexander drives into the lane, off with his left hand. Offensive rebound is not there, but tapped out by Pena. It'll stay with the Cardinals. Lockhart checks into the ball game in a late bucket at the end of the first half. And Winowicki will have a seat. Come all the way out. Booker to Lockhart, fakes the three, drives, comes back to his left. Missed the shot. Pena pushes it up for Taylor. Left it for McLeod, lays it up and in, and we got a whistle and a foul. Looks like that was a late whistle, and McLeod will go to the free throw line, and it's called on Zisk, and he is claiming innocence.
Shooting one at the line for the Trojans, number 31, James McLeod.
So McLeod goes to the free throw line for the first time. Misses the free throw, and the Cardinals have a 10-point deficit that they need to make up here. Zisk called for his third. Dominguez stops in the lane, gives it off to Zisk. Nice move by the big man. 12 points. Maybe in years past, he would have went straight up with that. Nice fake. Gave himself some space and had an easy drop in the bucket. McLeod drives on Zisk. Three to shoot. Three-pointer is short, and an offensive rebound by Pena. And a traveling call is going to go back to the Cardinals. 11th turnover of the game. Just under 14 minutes to go. Austin Harless set to check in for the Cardinals at the next stoppage. Same with Colton Rietsma. Booker keeps his dribble. Finds Dominguez on the wing. Got it! 5-point lead. Now the lead's down to 5. Dominguez has 10. Career high 21 against Siena Heights last time out. Dagan called. Gets it back, and he hits a triple. Timeout for Taylor. They get the lead back up to 8. The Cardinals showing some signs of life offensively. Dominguez with 10, Winowicki with 10, Zisk with 12. But those three-pointers have been killer for this Cardinals team. Their last game against Siena Heights, they held Siena Heights a season low. Their Cardinals defense, well, season low for them, allowing 4 three-pointers. But it has been a different story today. 9 three-pointers for Taylor. 9 of 19 from beyond the arc. Cardinals 5 of 15. Cardinals shooting has come down a little bit, 48%. Taylor at 44%. Rebounds still a problem for this Cardinals team, 30-19. 11-4 on the offensive glass. Dagan Cobb, 4 three-pointers. He's got 18 points to lead all scorers. Dagan Cobb was the Crossroads League Freshman of the Year 4 years ago. Been a consistent player. Battled a lot of injuries the last couple years, but has still put up some solid numbers and led this team. Cardinals come out with Tyler Black, Colton Rietsma, Ritzma is down on the post. Austin Harless in the ball game as well. Greg Alexander, the lone starter. Ritzma out to Lockhart. Oh, got his man to go up. Thought he was going to take it. Black. Little fadeaway. Hits it. Tyler Black. Same 5 for Taylor before that timeout. Dagenkolb, Pena, Robinson, Miranda, and McLeod. And we got a foul on Harless. So Harless has 2 fouls. Down low to Pena. Ritzma on him. Backs in. Kicks out. Miranda for 3. Harless skies for the rebound. Nice pass down low to Lockhart. Gets it back. Black to the lane, lays it up, and drew the foul. That's called on McLeod, his first. Well, the foul situation, Hubbard has 3. Degenkamp and Miranda with 2. Cardinals have Zisk with 3. Harless and Dominguez with 2. Tyler Black at the free throw line. Last year was 6th in the conference in steals, one of their best defenders, and they could use some defensive stops here. The former football player, completely focused on basketball now, and starting to see the product of that. Averaging 18 minutes a game. 4-point lead for Taylor. They've got the ball. Got Jeff Clayton in the ball game for Taylor. He just set a screen. Hubbard's back in the ball game with his 3 fouls. Keep an eye on that. Dagenkolb, no good. Loose ball, and it's tracked down by Miranda. Another second chance opportunity for Taylor. McLeod, unable to finish, gets his own rebound, and he gets fouled. Cardinals rebounding has been problematic today. Ritzma called for the foul, his first, team 4th. McLeod will go to the line, 4 points, 5 rebounds today. His dad, John, played Division I college basketball at Tennessee Chattanooga. Misses the second. 5-point lead for Taylor. Black attacks the basket, gets swatted by Hubbard, but did he? No, I thought he got called for the foul there, but all that out of bounds. Hubbard just aggressive on the defensive end. Long, athletic player. You're going to see a lot of shots blocked this year, I imagine. And there is a foul on the floor. Lockhart hits the deck. And that falls on Degenkolb. Degenkolb, his 3rd. He will come out. Ryan Robinson replaces him. 5th team foul. They send it all the way out to Dominguez. Dominguez to the rack, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. And that's going to be at Miranda. Miranda's got 3 now. That'll put Manny Dominguez at the free throw line. Dominguez has stayed here in Michigan in the offseason and Coach says in the best shape of his career. He had career highs and then his conditioning tests. He's definitely prepared for his senior season here at Concordia, the redshirt senior from Groveland, Florida. Knocks down the second, though. 11 minutes to go. It's a 4-point game. Cardinals hanging around. They need a run. And they got some good defenders on the floor right now to try to make that happen. Robinson, guarded by Lockhart. Goes baseline. Lockhart nearly pulled off the block. He gets the rebound. Austin Harless, a deep three. Offensive rebound by Lockhart. The putback is no good. And Taylor comes away with it. You have to be kidding me. The effort there from Lockhart. That shot is no good. Tapped in and leads back up to 6. And Matt Lockhart just at 6'3". Don't let that fool you. He's going to block some shots for you. Dominguez from the wing. No good. Miranda gets it up to Hubbard. He's wide open. Throws it down, and Harless fouled him for some reason. So that's going to be Harless's third, and Hubbard. So Hubbard at the line. He's got 10 points, 7 boards, couple of assists. He's got some blocks too. Got at least 2 blocks. So Booker back in the ball game. So Booker, Zisk, Black, Dominguez, and Winowicki completes the 3-point play. The lead up to 9. The Cardinals just keep getting close, getting within 3 or 4, and then Taylor has an answer. Down low to Zisk. Kicks it out. Booker fakes the 3, goes baseline, tried to reverse it. Pena was there to alter the shot. Robinson kicks it all the way out to Miranda. That 3 is up. That 3 is on the bottom of the net, but not in a good way. Cardinals get it back. 9:15 to play in this one. Oh, that ball knocked away by Miranda. What a great steal. Robinson lays it up and in, and the lead back up to double figures. Cardinals try to push it to get it back. Black. Offensive foul called on Black. His first. Dominguez will check out. Alexander will replace him. Degenkolb back in the ball game. Playing with 3 fouls. So is Miranda and Hubbard. Robinson kicks back out. Pena, high arcing 3, ripped down by Zisk. Down low to Zisk. Nice pass to Winowicki. He's trapped underneath the basket, and Taylor trees were all over him. Pena and Zisk looks the most guilty, and he is. 4th personal foul on Zisk. It's going to put CJ Pena at the free throw line. Their leading scorer, averages a double-double. Also 15th in the country in field goal percentage at 62%. He can shoot the 3 too at 36%. He's got another double-double tonight. That makes it 14 points, 14 rebounds for the big man, his 5th double-double of the year. Zisk will check out. Ritzma will replace him. And can hit his free throws too. Bernard Casanda in the ball game for the Cardinals, trying to add a little spark to the offense. Winowicki off the back iron, rebound by Pena. And Robinson gets to the rack, and the Cardinals defense lets in an easy one. Now the lead is the biggest it's been all night, 15 points. Booker backs in, draws the contact, and got it to drop. Gerald Booker will go to the line in a much-needed three-point play. Booker leading the team in scoring at 19 a game. So 6th in the conference in steals, about 1.5. And we've seen him be more of a playmaker this year as well, and we've seen that tonight. Booker has 5 assists, leading the team in that department. Lead is 12. Cardinals need some stops. They go down low, and that shot is down for Pena. Just threw it up there. He came down with it. Booker gets a screen from Ritzma. Tries to go to the basket, and he does. Gerald Booker trying to take over here. Nine points for the senior. And I'll stay with Taylor. Get it into Pena. Robinson thought about a deep three. Down low to Pena. Pena stops, thought about a reverse, stayed to the near side, laid it up and in. He is taken over to 19 points, 15 boards for the sophomore from Pickerington, Ohio. Crazy to think he's just a sophomore. I think get 2 full years out of this. Cardinals offense needs to come alive here. Down by 14 points, 6:45 to go second half. Paul Zisk with 4 fouls. Austin Harless with 3. This is the only foul trouble for the Cardinals. For Taylor, Degenkolb has 4. Miranda and Hubbard with 3 each. But as we mentioned, they only play 7 players. Jeff Clayton and the only other, I think, Kagan Owen may have gotten in for a minute there. But they have a solid starting 5. You get a solid starting 5, you can go a long ways. But see if they can finish it. The Cardinals, on the other hand, 3-point shooting has gone cold here in the second half. They are 28% on the game, 44% from the field. Second chance points, 12-3 in favor of Taylor. Cardinals break the huddle with Booker, and he takes the 3 from the wing, no good. Came out with Booker, Alexander, Ritzma, Winowicki, and Casanda. Pena backing in on Booker. Draws a couple defenders. They swing it around. 7 to shoot. Robinson goes reverse. Can't get it to fall. Booker in transition, lays it, has it blocked off the backboard by Hubbard, his 3rd block of the game. And Coach Josh Andrews telling his Trojans to slow it down, under 6 minutes to play. Into the paint, thrown down by Hubbard. He's had a heck of a game today. 15 points and 7 boards. Another young player, sophomore, and there's a takeaway by McLeod. Cardinals letting this one get away from him. And Taylor just gonna bleed this shot clock. Robinson kicks, Miranda 3, down it goes, and it is a 19-point advantage for Taylor. Booker goes in, gets tripped up on the way there. That foul is going to be called on Robinson, his first. Team's 8th. So Booker will go to the free throw line. Booker's got 10. He's at double figures in every game this year. He is their leading scorer, nearly doubling his scoring average from last year. Averaged 10 points a game last year, now just under 20. Free throws are down.
Timeout taken by the
Cardinals
Cardinals.
with a timeout. 4:52 to go in this one. 79-62. It is just about time to hit the panic button here. See what Coach Rickion drums up here for the final 5 minutes. Well, the Cardinals, as I mentioned, they will have their next game, a doubleheader with the women at Lawrence Tech on Saturday. Not too far of a drive, so see some red in the stands among the blue. And the next home game will be on Tuesday, November 26th, right here at the field house against U of M Dearborn. Booker with 11 points, 4 of 12 from the field. He is now over 400 field goals for his college career. That ball knocked away, but Taylor recovers. High pressure defense from the Cardinals trying to make it happen. Out there with Zisk, Lockhart, Harless, Alexander, and Dominguez. 10 to shoot. Pena lost the ball, got it back, floats it up, and scores. 21 points for Pena. Dominguez out to Alexander for 3. No good. Out. Pena just launches it up and drops it. That's the kind of night he's having. 24 points, 16 rebounds, and on top of that, 4 assists, and that maybe all she wrote for the Cardinals here. 84-62 is the score, 3:39 to go. When shots like that are dropping for you, it's your night. CJ Pena does it all for this team, and with him and Jason Hubbard playing together for this year and the next 2 years, Taylor is going to be tough to beat. They could add a little bit of depth to this roster and play more than 7 deep or 8 deep. They could be a force to be reckoned with. Well, you know, one thing that Coach Ricky Yan will be coaching to the end, always something to teach his players. At least some of these younger players, getting them some experience. Lockhart, Winowicki, Harless among them. They'll be out there with Alexander and Dominguez, the seniors. Harless spins in the lane, lost the ball, but a reach-in foul. It's going to be on Robinson, his second, team's 9th. That'll put him in the line for a 1-and-1.
Checking in for the Trojans, number 15, Mason Degenkob.
Degenkob will check into the ball game. He's got 4 fouls. Harless goes to the free throw line. And he hits the first. That is his first free throw made of the season. Doesn't get to the free throw line a whole lot. He is more a catch and shoot shooter for this team. Hits them both. Full court press for the Cardinals. Taylor having trouble getting it in. Now Degenkob guarded by Lockhart. Eight to shoot. Robinson gets in the lane, throws it up. Rebound Alexander. Dominguez floats one in there. 13 points for Manny. And that's a foul on Harless. That's going to be 1-and-1. Austin Harless with 4 personal fouls now. Put Degenkob on the line. Their second leading scorer, their top free throw shooter at the line, 89%. He's made all 3 today. 18 points, 3 assists, 6 of 10 shooting, made 4 of 8 from beyond the arc today. And he rattles home the second free throw. Harless at the elbow. That jumper's no good. Degenkob with the rebound. Here comes Taylor. They break the press. They're trying to slow it up. Now Robinson with Alexander on him. Hubbard had the ball knocked away, got the ball back, laid it up and in. Hubbard's got 17. Winowicki lost it. Alexander cleans it up. And there's an offensive foul. No, a blocking foul.
Foul on number 23 against Miranda. Shooting one at the line for the Cardinals, number 3, Manuel Dominguez.
So Dominguez got the shot to drop. Will go for the three-point play. Ritzma returns to the game. But Manny at the free throw line. He's 3 for 4 today. Shooting 72% on the season. Taylor breaks the press. And they're just going to slow it up here, under 2 minutes to play. And ball knocked away, and that will stay with Taylor with 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Checking in for the Cardinals, number 11, Thomas Aronis, number 0, Bernard Casada.
Aronis, Casada, and Tyler Wisman check into the ball game for the first time. Tyler Wisman, the freshman from Jackson, making his first appearance in a Cardinals uniform, and there's the triple. Pena with the three-pointer, and that was the most points the Cardinals have given up on the season, 91. Casanda stops, pops, misfires. And Taylor's just gonna let this one bleed out. 14 on the shot clock. Degenkolb. Hronis knocks it away. 5 to shoot. He's gonna force one up, lays it up, and missed it. And that's gonna be Cardinal ball. Chance for one last shot for the Cardinals. Let's see who's gonna take it. And maybe we can get Wisman a bucket in his first game as a Cardinal. Casanda thought about getting it to him. At 13, Harless in the lane, left it short. And Robinson comes away with it, and Taylor is gonna win this one 91-69. A tough second half performance there for the Cardinals. Outscored 44-28 in the second frame. Take a look at some of the final numbers here as Concordia got 42% from the field for the game, 25% from 3, 5 of 20. Taylor, 48% from the field, 12 three-pointers, 46%, 12 of 26 for Taylor today. Free throws, 12 of 13 for the Cardinals, 15 of 17 for Taylor. Rebounds were a big problem for the Cardinals, 44-30. Taylor with the edge there, 14-7 on the offensive glass. Assists, Taylor wins that battle for 17-15. Each team with 4 steals, each team with 11 turnovers. Taylor had 5 blocks to the Cardinals 2. I think 3, at least 4 of them were by Hubbard. Bench scoring 35-15 in favor of the Trojans. Points in the paint, 34-32 for the Cardinals. Second chance points, 12-3 for Taylor. And points off turnovers, 13-11 in favor of Taylor. On the individual side, a big, big night for CJ Pena. 27 points, 18 rebounds, 4 assists. Part of 4 players in double figures. 20 points for Mason Degenkolb. He had 3 assists as well. Jason Hubbard, 17 points, 8 boards, 4 assists, and at least 3 blocks is the way I counted him. 13 points for Vincent Miranda. For the Cardinals, Had 4 players in double figures, led by Manny Dominguez with 16 to go along with 3 assists. Paul Zisk had 12 points and 3 rebounds. Had some foul trouble that he was dealing with in there as well. Gerald Booker, 11 points, 5 assists. Jordan Winowicki, 10 points and 3 rebounds. Had a nice first half. Tyler Black with 6 points and some extended minutes for him. 5 points and 4 rebounds and 3 assists for Greg Alexander. 2 of 8 from the field for Greg, and they'll need a little bit more from him going forward. Matt Lockhart, 2 points and 4 rebounds coming off the bench for the Cardinals. So that will wrap things up here from the field house and conclude our coverage of Concordia University Ann Arbor men's basketball. Once again, the final score, Cardinals fall to Taylor 91-69. Taylor improves to 5-2. Cardinals fall to 3-4 overall. Next game, the Cardinals will be back to conference play when they hit the road this Saturday to take on Lawrence Tech. It'll be a doubleheader with the women's game tipping off at 1 o'clock, and the men expected to get started around 3. The next home game and our next broadcast will be Tuesday, November 26th, when the Cardinals host a doubleheader against U of M Dearborn right before Thanksgiving. The women's game starts at 6, followed by the men around 8. For all the latest news and information, be sure to check out ConcordiaCardinals.com. And you can follow them on Twitter and Instagram at CUAA Cardinals. For the production team here at Concordia, thanks so much for tuning in. This is Josh Hackala saying so long from Ann Arbor.